All right, everybody, here we go. Dove hunting within Mobile city limits gets approval. $30 million on the way to Lower Alabama. We'll let you know how that will be spent. And water restrictions in Baldwin County. Before you turn on that faucet, watch News 5 now, right now.
This is News 5 Now, streaming live to your neighborhood and around the world.
Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here for News 5 Now. This is pretty new. We're all still getting kind of used to it. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome in. If you have done this with us before, welcome back. We are glad to have each and every one of you. So how this works is every day at 5:30, you join us right here for a live broadcast. So whether you're watching on Facebook or WKRG, right here, 5:30. We'll do this. We'll have a conversation. So we'll start by counting down the 5 biggest local stories of the day, things that are happening in your backyard, things you need to know about. We also have a question of the day and poll, both on our Facebook page. So if you're watching on our WKRG Facebook page, you can check those out for tomorrow and give us your opinion right now. Poll and question of the day are closed for today because we are about to share your responses to those. If you're ready, let's go ahead and get to those 5 big stories of the day that we are following for you right now. And we'll start with number 5, water during this heat wave. Turn off your taps if you live in Fairhope or Foley. Fairhope city leaders have mandatory water restrictions in place in what they are calling Phase 3 emergency water conservation. The reason, a well in need of urgent repairs. If you live in Fairhope, you are asked not to water your lawn or do any other irrigation, wash your car, or fill your pool. If you do and you're caught, you could get a warning or even a ticket up to $500. I don't know about you, but that is not how I want to spend $500. Now, the same ask for Riviera Utilities customers in Foley. If that is you, you are asked not to use water during peak hours during this heat wave we're in, which are 6 to 9 each morning and 4 o'clock until 8 each night. Riviera has 7 wells with a 3 million gallon capacity, but we understand there was a spike in usage yesterday, dropping that capacity to just 500,000 gallons. Number 4, some good news. Go Mesa Funds mean $30 million for 25 projects in Mobile and Baldwin counties. That comes from money the state earns from those natural gas wells you see dotting the coastline in Alabama waters. Projects in the Port City include a $3 million expansion of Mobile's Cooper Riverside Park, more than $2 million for new flooring and a new Delta exhibit at the Maritime Museum, and about $800,000 to refurbish parts of the Explorium, which, by the way, if you have not been to the Explorium lately, check it out. Now, Baldwin County, also getting some of that money, as I mentioned, awarded almost $11 million in grant money to fund 10 projects from Spanish Fort to the coast. Blakely State Park getting $2 million to build floating cabins on the Tensas River, a kayak launch, a boat launch, and a new access point for public cruises aboard the Delta. Grant recipients and people in both counties tell us they're excited about all the improvements on the way. How could you not be? Improvements. Love that. Number 3, the Mobile City Council approves dove and quail hunting within city limits. Now, this is permitted on property at least 10 acres. No hunting within 700 feet of a school, hospital, any other building, or a road. Ammunition is limited to as dove hunters know it, a dove shot. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not a hunter, but you know what I'm talking about if you do hunt. And they can only be fired from 12 or 20 gauge guns. It will cost $10 to apply for a permit. And those in favor say it preserves the traditional use of land in newly annexed areas of West Mobile. Others at the meeting today say it's not fair for those who live out west to be able to shoot birds when people in the center of the city can't do the same thing. Again, it is allowed throughout the city, but you have to have the 10 acres, at least 10 acres. Number 2, you know me, you know I'm an animal advocate, and you know I have said so many times our shelters are way, way too full in the South. We're shipping dogs up north. Well, Here is an example. Several stray dogs from the streets of Gulf Shores are now living outside the police station. And that is because our shelters are overcrowded. Police, when they're called to pick up a stray and they can't find the owner, they take them back to the station. They care for them, give them food, water, and a temporary place to live outside the station. No room for dogs at our animal shelters. 2 of the dogs have been at the police station since May, but police say they cannot keep doing it. They want the community to step up, adopt, foster, be responsible human beings. Do not let dogs out. Spay, neuter, all those things. They are also working to create a volunteer program. Number 1, this is a News 5 update. Actually, one of the most popular stories on our website right now. 5 cows, 1 bull, rounded up in West Mobile. And that took some doing. They escaped Sunday from a farm. And Lisa Kennedy, who we talked with, says since they got out, the cows were munching grass, swimming in her pond, just hanging out in her Glen Acres yard. Took 5 cowboys 9 hours yesterday to catch them all, chasing, roping, running, herding. It wore them out. One of them said they just wanted to go home and take a cold shower. Meanwhile, Lisa said she really enjoyed watching them. This is kind of good. I mean, look at the stick. I got a stick. Oh, this is fun. Oh, Cal said, nope. Pass. I could watch this all day. But again, they are back home. Those are our big stories right now. So I mentioned this question of the day. This is something every day we post on Facebook, and it's our question for you to answer. We want to involve you. We want to hear what you think. So today's News 5 now at 5:30 question of the day. Which sport would you like to see in the Olympics that's not already there? So let's scroll through, see what you are saying. Paul Smith Jr., any of the current sports, but allow for 2 new competition brackets. Oh, Paul has a lot to say. Unregulated and unchecked use of performance enhancers so we can see who is actually the best. Number 2, a bracket of random citizens called for service in the Olympics from every competing country so we can see who has the best NPCs. Then we have Stang, who says, I'd like to see American football. Kathy, dance skating. It's a skating style consisting of dance and roller skating. I'm not sure how popular it is, but looks fun and entertaining. Sounds like something that would be hard to do. I'm not coordinated to do that. Definitely not skating. I'm out with skating. But it does seem fun to watch. Amy says definitely not breakdancing. Does not want to see it. Francis says, my mother was extremely active in long-distance riding. European champion, 1984. Cool. Back then, the FEI and other European organizations were working on getting long-distance riding into the Olympics. It all fell apart when she died. Oh, I'm so sorry, Francis. 47, so young, of cancer. All momentum was lost. I've never heard another thing. She and Jan, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name because I'm just not. Brought red and tie to Germany too. And it says, unfortunately, he also died. Never heard another thing about that sport either. Well, maybe, Francis. William says, I would like to see chess in the Olympics. Nancy says, softball. Oh, Richard says, pole dancing. And I'm going to read one more because Sandra says cats playing ping pong. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, Richard, Sandra, I don't see either one of those things happening. But we appreciate you letting us know what you would like to see. Can you imagine? I do love watching cats do pretty much anything, all animals. So pole dancing, not so much. But go ahead, Richard. All right. Let's see what else we have going on. Oh, the Facebook poll. We are going to bring you the results of our poll each day here on News 5 Now, too. So today, we asked you, would you rather work 5 8-hour days or 4 10-hour days? First of all, let me just say, who works 8-hour days anymore? Does anybody work 8-hour days? It's more like 9, 10. Maybe you get a lunch break. I don't know who works 8-hour days anymore, but hey, go ahead. Let's see what you have to say. We have our poll results, and we have 3% would rather do the 5 8-hour days. And wow, 97% say 4 10-hour days. That's what I'm saying. I mean, most of us put in 10-hour days anyway, so 4 days. I'm with you. You can add one more vote to that 97%. I love it. So let's see. That's about it. Easy as that. We go through our big stories every day. We have a little conversation, a little fun, like Sandra wanting to see cats playing ping pong in the Olympics, reading your comments with our question of the day. Again, our question for tomorrow is already up. And so is our poll. So go to Facebook if you are watching on WKRG.com. If you're watching on Facebook, just scroll down and you can answer our question of the day for tomorrow. It's National Filet Mignon Day. Ooh, what is your top choice for steak cuts? My little boy has one of those About Me bags he brought home yesterday on his first day of first grade. And one of the things is, what is your favorite thing to eat? And he, hands down, he said steak. So I don't know how we're going to put a steak in his About Me bag without it getting everywhere, but we're going to figure this out. Our next Facebook poll is also up. We want to hear from you right now. Football season quickly approaching. Do you prefer watching NFL or SEC football? We're going to get a lot of response on that. Again, tomorrow, 5:30, right here. We would love to have you back joining us live. We will answer or see the results of the question of the day and the poll of the day and have a little more conversation. So that is it. Easy enough, fun, something new, News 5 Now, and we hope you'll continue to join us each day as we do this live at 5:30, 6 o'clock. About 16 minutes left. Join us for WKRG News 5 at 6. Also, WKRG News 5 at 6:30. Let's see. Some of the things going on. One thing very big right now, and that is the traffic accident we have been following in West Mobile all afternoon. Simone has been keeping an eye on it. Asher is there now. Our photojournalist Arnell, Haley Kennedy is there. Bad accident there involving a school bus, a public school bus, Mobile County Public School bus, elementary school bus. We understand 3 children on that bus were taken to a hospital in ambulances. We're trying to get the latest on that. It sounds like 15 students were on the bus at the time. 3 of them. We are waiting to find out how they are doing. Chief Meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth also going to be joining us, tracking the tropics. Thankfully, what he's tracking right now is going far away from us, and that is Ernesto, as we are almost the halfway point this 2024 hurricane season. Sports anchor Gerhard Mathangani is going to explain why defensive captain Deontay Lawson is going to have a green dot on his Alabama Crimson Tide helmet this season. I'm curious about that. Are you? Make sure you join us. And then we'll do this again tomorrow, 5:30. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you here tomorrow for News 5 Now. Bye, everybody.